Hey guys, we're here today. We're at Ames Villas, and my name is Carlos. This is Sheldon Jenkins. How you doing?
Good, how about yourself?
Good. So first thing we're gonna say is we know we're not wearing masks, but we are 6 feet apart. So we're following those precautions. Okay.
Right.
Today we're gonna talk to Sheldon because Sheldon and I we built a good relationship here over the last year and a half. We're just gonna ask him a couple of questions on how this property was and how the property has changed. So Sheldon, kind of tell us a little bit about your background.
Well, my name is Sheldon Jenkins, and I'm a residential and commercial contractor. I flip it from top to bottom, and that's my profession. That's what I like to do.
It's in the immediate Columbia area?
In the immediate Columbia area.
All right.
Yes.
How far out of Columbia do you go?
Well, I'll work for anybody who hires me, actually.
Okay.
But I'll go Orangeburg, I'll go all the way to North Carolina line, or
Okay.
wherever I have to go. Yeah.
All right. So
Charleston, whatever.
big company that can do a lot of work in the, I'd say whole South Carolina, almost North Carolina, because
Yes,
you
sir.
can go anywhere.
That's great.
All right. Well, one of the reasons why we're doing this interview is because I wanted to kind of give you an idea of where this property was before it was purchased, and then where it is now. Like I said, we purchased this property about a year and a half ago, a little bit over a year, and Sheldon can kind of tell you in his own words what it was before it was purchased, and we actually renovated some of the units and put some money into it. So first, tell us how this property was in the beginning.
Well, this property in the beginning is absolutely terrible. It was drug infested. It was ragged. It was roach infested. All the AC units were just outdated, 30 years old. The roof was just caving in, terrible. It was just a complete disaster.
How were the owners? I know we spoke in a different video that there was 8 different owners that we had to deal with. How were the owners dealing with one owner to the other owner?
Well, dealing with the owners was difficult because most of them didn't want to put anything into it to bring it back to where it could be to make it out of something, and it would go as cheap as they could with the cheapest material.
Right.
If they did it at all,
Right.
it just wouldn't do what they needed to do. It was actually a disaster.
Okay, and give us an example of like let's say we know this property already. Let's say building 2. We know how building 2 is, right? Building 2 was the worst. Give us an example of how building 2 was.
Building 2 was molded. It was drug infested. It was a lot of prostitution going on. The building was just totally ragged. The windows needed to be replaced. The floors, the hallways,
Okay.
you name it. It just needed a complete overhaul.
Gotcha. All right. Well. And I think one of the reasons why this place went downhill for a long time is because there are some owners that would use a property management company and some owners that didn't. So they decided about a year and a half, 2 years ago to hire a property management company. Tell us about that property management company.
Property management company would actually accept money from the property owners and would not put the money into the building. They would actually keep that money pocketed and would not get the work done at all.
Okay.
Hot water heaters weren't replaced, air handlers weren't replaced, that were paid for by some of the out-of-state owners at the time. So the property managers were definitely, I would say they were very dishonest and crooked.
Gotcha. And tell us about the experience that you had, because you started seeing that you were speaking to the property management company and you were hired to do a job, and then you would do the job, and then the owner would say, whoa, wait a minute, this is not what I paid for. Tell us how that transition went, because I remember you telling me in the beginning, you said, I stopped kind of working for the property management company and you started working directly with the owners, correct?
Right, yeah, I started working directly with the owners. They've got in touch with me themselves, and the things I told them they needed to have done, they said they had already paid for that to have it done. I said, well, it's not done. And I showed them that it wasn't done, and they had to, you know, in turn, get me to do it because I'm a trustworthy person, and I did what they needed to have done. And then they started finding out that the property manager who they were paying wasn't doing it at all.
Gotcha.
And I mean, a lot of stuff. So,
Right. Okay. Well, so fast forward about a year later, Nate and myself decided to purchase this place, and we spoke to you during the due diligence and walkthrough, and you said, "Hey," I remember you said, "Hey, Carlos, if you need a guy to do your property management or your contractor work, here's my card." So I said, "All right, sounds good." So fast forward, we purchased the place. We were going to implement a rehab project, and we said, "Hey, Sheldon, why don't we need a maintenance guy to be on site." So we decided to hire maintenance as a maintenance supervisor, and he actually, you know, look at his jacket. He went above and beyond what I ever thought a maintenance supervisor was going to do. He actually bought these jackets and put his own name on them and put Ames Villas, a maintenance supervisor. To me, that spoke volumes. So we've built a relationship with Sheldon, and we said, "Hey, Sheldon, you can be the maintenance supervisor and you can also do the contracting work." So kind of walk us through that and tell us how it's changed from how it was before we purchased it and then kind of after we purchased it.
Well, I tell you what, it was a blessing to me also to meet Nate and Carlos. They very responsible, very good professional. They're going to do exactly what they said they're going to do. They brought this place back from the dead. The things that I told them they needed, they didn't hesitate to get them for me. They trusted me with the LAR account. I made sure they got them. We got this place up and running. It's just a beautiful thing. And when we first got here, it was nothing like that. And the community was, we used to have people out in the parking lot drinking beers and shooting and doing drugs and all that. They gave me the go-ahead to be the maintenance manager. I also helped clean that up with the help of the Columbia Police Department, who backed us up 100%, because they seen that they had new owners out here now that were really trying to get it together, and they really did. And it's been a blessing to the community to have two great owners like Nate and Carlos.
Yeah. And I think that was the biggest key to this apartment complex. I think taking it from 8 different owners and making it one ownership, one management company that was honest management company and a good personnel like Sheldon and Barbara, the manager, to turn this place around. So with that, tell us how it actually affected the community, because I remember when we first got here, everybody in the community said, this place could be great if we could just get it turned around. Tell us how that, when we transitioned, tell us how it turned the whole community around.
Oh, once they transitioned, it actually turned the whole community around. Barbara's done a wonderful job in the office. She's only rented out to responsible people with clean records and just different type of kind of people. We got rid of all the drug addicts, the drug dealers, and all the beer cans and the loitering and the loud music. And we just, with 2 responsible owners like Nate and Carlos, we were able to bring this community together. We're almost full now. We only got 6 empty units because we still have 4 more to flip and 2 more to rent out, and there's 64 units here. And granted, it was nowhere like that before they came.
Correct.
And it's a better place altogether now. It looks better, it feels better, it's cleaner, the environment is better. We don't have the hanging out anymore.
Right.
It's just totally different, and it's working for the community.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and finish out with that. Tell us how transitioning now how it's helped your business and how it's going to help your business in the future. Because I know you have other than being a maintenance supervisor here, he has a construction company and a rehab type of residential and commercial company. How's that done for your company and for your life?
Well, it's done my life a great deal of good, and my company also. I've been able to keep employees and food on tables for families, keep them going, and I've also been able to keep myself going. The work is steady, and we due diligence, and it's been a great thing for us, and it's just been a wonderful experience, and I hope to continue to work with Carlos and Nate. As long as they're in this business, I want to be with them.
Yeah, well, I will tell you this, that it's very difficult in this day and age to find honest, hard-working, good people that want to stay with you. So, you know, whenever I have work or rehab work or commercial work, I'll tell you, I will be hiring you and your company. And what was the name of your company again?
Carolina Professional Residential Contractors, Shelby
Okay.
Jenkins.
Well, there's other investors out there that if you actually need some residential and commercial work, call Mr. Jenkins. He's the man. And you could tell people love him around here, because every time we walk through the community, hey, Mr. Jenkins, how you doing? Hey, Mr. Jenkins, how you doing? Hey, Mr. Jenkins, how you doing? And that to me is great, because he knows people by name. So, yeah, no, that's great. You keep doing what you're doing, and I'm sure your company and yourself will go above and beyond everything.
Thank you,
So, all right. Is there anything else you want to tell us?
Well, I just want to say, you guys need to get in, do the right thing, do the same thing that Carlos and Nate has done. Go get those apartments, turn them around, make that money.
All right, guys. Sounds good. Hey, it was nice seeing you guys. If you like this video, again, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, ask us any questions. If you want to hire his company, yeah, we're going to put his information in the link below. And you know, we'll be making more videos like this. All right?
God bless.
All right, guys. Take it easy.